Hello everyone, and we're back for another episode of Stinkbricks Originals.
And in this colorful episode, we will be featuring the LEGO Compatible Custom Stegosaur from Asia, WUERHOSAURUS. But first of all, I'd like to thank YouTube.com Audio Library for this awesome background music. And of course, please like, share, and subscribe, and also hit that notification button. Just click on the icons below. Thanks everyone! The winners of the Guess PC contest will be announced at the end of the video, but for now, here's how to join. Just click on the Extinct Bricks icon and then click on the community link to be able to see all my posts. And we're back everyone! Hello! This is the WUERHOSAURUS that I made as custom, which is also a LEGO compatible figure. The colors of this costume is actually based off from the level 40 WUERHOSAURUS of Jurassic World the game. The main reason I chose that particular dinosaur was its colors. And for those of you who have been following me from the start, you may have noticed that Evie is back, and he's here to join me present this WUERHOSAURUS. He will be back later for some size comparisons, but for now, let us have a closer look. Now, the WUERHOSAURUS is actually one of the larger species of stegosaurs, and that is why I made this figure. Also, the peculiar shapes of the plates on its back is actually very interesting, and that is also why I included this in my lineup. The back plates total around 13 plates all in all, and 4 tagomizers at the back. You can see here that the plates are actually blunted on the uppermost part of it, and the plate colors of the Jurassic World WUERHOSAURUS makes it that a very interesting color, very vibrant as well. Now as for the articulation, it is very similar to what I have with my Stegosaurus. The head can move in many different ways because it has a ball and socket or a ratchet mechanism to it, the same as that of the base of the neck. So it can move its head up and down, and it can look down or it in low-lying shrubs. The head and neck can also be positioned in a way that it can actually look from its side, such as so. The legs can offer some movements as well. The tail is likewise articulated and can swing from right to left, such as defending itself from many predators or carnivores from its time. Aside from admiring it for its beautiful colors, I also like playing with it because it has several more movements that it can do, such as standing on its hind legs like so, and also I play with it with my other stegosaurs. I also wanted it to have a more accurate stance, so the front legs are actually shorter than the hind legs. This angles the body in an inclined manner, which eventually makes the tail raised up rather than dangling it to the ground. And this is one of the differences between my customs and the Jurassic World Stegosaurs. And that's about it for the closer look. Now it is time for us to have some size comparisons. I'll be bringing out Evie back so that he can be compared with the WUERHOSAURUS in terms of size and proportion. Now looking at the illustration here, you can see that the size and overall proportion of the WUERHOSAURUS is very much similar to that of a human being at 6 feet tall. And you will see also later that the sizes of my other stegosaurs is very much the same as well, because this is a little bit smaller than that of the Stegosaurus and bigger than that of my Kentrosaurus, which is this one. So this is my custom Kentrosaurus. This small stegosaur is actually based off from the Jurassic Park Operation Genesis game. I like it because it's very classic, and I like actually all the dinosaurs that are in that particular game. So the classic look of a Kentrosaurus will have a mix of plates as well as spikes on its back, with a thorny spike also emerging from its side. And placing it alongside the WUERHOSAURUS, you can see the size difference between the two species. The WUERHOSAURUS being larger than that of the Kentrosaurus. Now, let us bring out here my Stegosaurus. The full feature video of the Stegosaurus can be seen on my Extinct Bricks playlist and likewise on my other channel, which is Dino Bricks Productions. Do check it out, guys, after watching this video. Now you can see that the Stegosaurus is actually based off from the Lost World Jurassic Park movie. The primary colors are green with dark olive green patches to it, with large brown polygonal plates on the back. And comparing it side by side with the WUERHOSAURUS, okay, let's place it here. You can see that the Stegosaurus is actually larger than the WUERHOSAURUS in terms of hip height, as well as height from its plate. The body width is likewise larger for that of the Stegosaurus compared to the WUERHOSAURUS. Oops, EB fell. Now let's line them up for a quick roll call, even if it's just three Stegosaurs. I want you guys to say the name with me when I point on that particular species. Let's start! Kentrosaurus, WUERHOSAURUS, Stegosaurus. Alright, you did good, guys! Let's have it one more time. Kentrosaurus, WUERHOSAURUS, Stegosaurus. Yay! You did good, everyone. Oops, I'm such a clumsy guy. EB and I would like to know your suggestions on the next species of Stegosaur you might want to suggest. And now it's time for my favorite portion, Assembrix. This figure has 8 pieces to it. Let's start assembling. Let's connect the head to the neck piece. Then let's connect it to the body proper. Which side is it? Oh, this one. Alright. Now let's connect the 4 legs. Let's start with the right leg, and then with the left leg. Now let's attach the hind legs. This time let's start with the left one and then the right leg. Then let's finish it off with the last piece, which is the tail. And that completes the figure. My LEGO custom WUERHOSAURUS. I've collected some footages and also photos of when I was making this figure. This is Extinct Bricks at work. Now you can see here that the Stegosaur that I'm doing, which is the WUERHOSAURUS, is actually using the old Kentrosaurus that I did before. I did update on the articulation as well as the proportions of the figure. And of course the infamous plates on the back. And here is the completed kit bash of the WUERHOSAURUS figure. It looks a bit cyborg, right? Now here I am putting on some clay on the bases of the plates, the neck, the head, the legs, pretty much everywhere. And after the clay was fully cured, I sprayed it with 2 to 3 coats of primer. And then started on with the base colors. For the main primary color, I used burnt sienna with a little bit of blue and some ochre yellow mixed together just to give it that dry brown pot colored look. And after this, I let it dry for around 5 minutes because acrylic actually dries very fast. And then I put on the lighter colors on the underbelly to give it that contrast from the brown to the lighter colors of the... After the 2 primary colors have been applied, which is the brown and also the highlights on the underbelly have already been dried around 2 to 3 hours, I started on mixing several more colors to apply on the figure. I started on with the colors red and then going towards the green as well as going back to the yellow portions so that it can also highlight the red details on the back and also the plates. I tried to create a textured look to it by applying several brown scales on the back as well as the head so that it will look a little bit more Lego-like to my aesthetic. Here I am applying on the green colors to the plates and then highlighting the edges of the green and the red colors with yellows as well as the dark brown colors. It's actually looking a bit like that of the South African flag, I guess, and it actually looks really good. After all the colors have been applied, I placed in several more details and that finishes off the figure. And it's almost end of the video, so it's time for us to have some last looks. Now, the WUERHOSAURUS originated from Wuerho City, where it got its name from, meaning Wuerho lizard. WUERHOSAURUS homini was probably a broad-bodied animal. Actually, Gregory Paul, one of my favorite authors, estimated the length at 7 meters or 23 feet and the weight at 4 tons. And that about ends our WUERHOSAURUS video. I hope you like it. Baby here is just checking on the WUERHOSAURUS enclosure, checking if it's well fed and is doing along well with other stegosaurs. Now it is time for us to announce the winners of the Guess SPC contest. A lot of you have guessed well, and so we have 10 lucky picks. And here they are. Drum rolls. Paris Quintana Ismael, The Gaming Phoenix, Bilhermi Mayros, Inga W, Colton Barsness, Parkersaurus, Creeper Mandan 09, Harry Wijayanti, Mauricio Romero, and 12-Year Mind. Congratulations everyone! And now for our top 10 winners. Madonna Nara,
Top 10.
Breno
Top
Breno,
9. Top 8.
Albert Plays PH,
Top 7.
DJ Arts 28,
Top 6.
Bizarre Mars,
Top
Classic
5.
Speckhugger,
Top
Plasticaway
4.
Resensi, The
Top
Afro 34,
Top
Meme,
2.
and Eduardo
Top
Oliveira.
1.
Congratulations everyone, and I'll see you on the next Guess SPC contest. Also, our babies Usher and Moira has their own vlog now, The Adventures of Moira and Usher. Please watch their videos and subscribe to our channel as well. Thanks for the support everyone! Please also follow me on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and here in YouTube. And as we always would say, let your inner dino break roar!